Greetings, friends, and welcome to your weekly random. I'm Sir Random, and today we are going to be jumping back into the world of Hunarub, back into the continent of Azumel, and back into the hold of the Eastern Forest. And we're going to be jumping onto a small farm outside of Shadowfold. Our story today begins on this small farm, where a human family struggles to grow potatoes. This was not a noble family. They did not have much, but they did have a farm that was able to provide them food. They did have a home with a nice fireplace to keep them warm. This was the dream for the Kane family. Then, on a dark and stormy night, bandits attacked. After the war, bandits became more common. With the increase of small, unprotected farms, it was easy prey. Now, this attack was like many others, but with one key difference. After the bandits left, a young boy around the age of 12 crawled out of a small space behind the fireplace to see some gruesome scenes. Delirious and scared, this young boy ran through the forest, not knowing where to go. Young Frederick Kane just kept moving. Days had passed. What little food he had thought to bring was running short. He was lost, not even sure he was going the right direction. Another day goes by. Young Frederick is out of food. He found a road sign, though. It says Ivanrund. He knew he could find help there. He carried himself the best he could down the road with nothing on his mind but the pain. The dirt road starts up a hill. Frederick continues. He starts to see the tops of the towers of the castle. Every step brings him closer to help. Weak, weary, he slumps his way, dragging himself along the road until he can no longer move at all. Just outside the gates of the castle city, young Frederick Kane lies unconscious, until a horse-drawn wagon pulls up and stops, followed by 6 guards on horseback. The wagon is made out of a nice quality wood and beautiful colored draperies. This is known to everyone in the kingdom as the Royal Caravan. The Runic family is very adamant about helping their people, and Princess Darlie and King Darrell travel the hold while Queen Karine helps and handles day-to-day of Ivanrund with repairs. There is some muffled conversation from inside the caravan, but after a short pause, the door opens and the boy is picked up and brought inside. A few hours pass. Frederick awakens, scared and confused. He lets out a scream. The maiden entering with water and food almost drops the tray. She quickly shouts, "The boy has awakened! Please tell the king!" And with those words, Frederick's confusion only grew. A few moments pass, and a larger-than-your-average human walks in. He's wearing a very nice tailored doublet. His face is welcoming, with a smile framed by his well-groomed beard and his dark and combed-back hair. As he walks with such a swagger, this is unmistakably Darrell Runic, the king of the Eastern Forest. Darrell quickly tries to calm the boy and listen to his tale. After a long story of death and near starvation, Darrell knew Frederick would want revenge for his parents' death. But he also knew that this would only cause more pain and suffering. He quickly thought of a solution to this problem. He told young Frederick that he would send a team of men to track down these men and bring them to justice. He also offered him a place to stay and a job as a stable boy. Reluctantly, Frederick agreed. He knew he wasn't going to be strong enough to defeat these men on his own. So, he stays. A 10-day and a half goes by, and a team of 6 men come with a wagon cage full of bandits. Redemption has come at last. This opened a new wave of trust between Frederick and Darrell. Frederick worked in the stables during the day, and at night slept with the guards in the barracks. The first couple of months were not easy for him. He was put to work tending horses, shoveling manure, and every day was hard work. And every day, Darlie would stop by and talk to him. This would always cheer him up and make the day worth being there. It definitely brought light to his situation and always made him feel welcomed. After 4 years, Frederick has been working hard as a stable boy, but Darrell has become fond of this young man who had stolen his daughter's heart. He offers Frederick a chance to come along on one of their journeys around the forest. On this adventure, the caravan was attacked by a group of bandits on horseback. This was Frederick's first experience with bandits since the night of the attack when he was just 12 years old. The guards fought, but it was Frederick's quick thinking that saved them in the end. He grabbed an arrow from his quiver, set it ablaze. He placed a single shot perfectly along the blade of a bandit, setting sparks across the roadway. The bandits' horses started to buck and flee after feeling the slight burn of the sparks. This act of bravery earned Frederick a role on the Royal Guard. Frederick's days as a stable boy ended in glory and fame in the city. Over the next couple of years, Frederick worked his way to captain of the Royal Guard. This would not last, however, for this was Darley's 18th year, and she has chosen to take a groom. Traditionally, the Runic family chose another kingdom to keep the royal blood pure. However, after the haunting and the war, Darrell chose survival over tradition. He raised Darley to be a queen with or without a king. He also has known for years who she would choose if she ever were to marry. On a beautiful spring day, she took Frederick to the stable to get a horse. They rode around together all day. Then they sat down for a picnic where Darley asked Frederick to marry her. Humbly shocked and in awe, Frederick lovingly accepted. The marriage took place in the grand hall of the castle. This was a beautiful ceremony, and most of the kingdom was present. The ceremony ended with the introduction to Prince Frederick Runic. Frederick cast aside his peasant name and took one of royalty. This was not uncommon amongst royalty for men to change their names to form the kingdom that they reside. However, this was the first time a common peasant has donned the title of prince. Most of the kingdom, however, is in agreement, and they agree that these two people are right for each other, and as long as they are happy, the kingdom is happy. Every person who they knew growing up would tell you that this was going to happen eventually. But I think that's where we're going to wrap it up today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, have a wonderful day. This is Sir Random, signing off.